What's up, everybody? So I just wanted to come on here because it has really just been on my heart and just has been on my spirit that I just really need to share. And I feel like that's what God has put me on this earth for. And He's put me on this earth to just, you know, be a person to inspire. And I just wanted to have like a really transparent moment with y'all. So what a lot of people don't know is that, like, I've always struggled with this whole thing of, like, I never identified it as self-confidence, but now that I'm kind of getting older and I'm evolving, I'm realizing that I covered my discomforts up. I covered them up with other things, you know. So when I was bigger, I own the fact that I was a big girl, but at the same time, you know, I covered it up and I dressed it up with the fact that, oh, okay, well, you can never say that I don't dress nice. You can never say that I'm not this. You can never say that I'm not that. You can't say that I'm ugly. You can't say that I don't keep myself up. But as I started to lose the weight, it was like, okay, now what else? What is it? So it's not what everybody else was saying about you. It's about what you were saying about you. And so I've started to become more and more conscious just in my self-care practice of just being nicer to myself, loving myself. And along this weight loss journey, the beautiful thing is that I lost 160 pounds not appreciating any of the weight that I lost at all. I didn't appreciate any of it. Like, I thought I was happy, but I was happy for external reasons. I was happy because I saw the number on the scale. I wasn't appreciating everything that I had put my body through, everything that my body had withstood. I wasn't nice to my body in that way. I always would go in the mirror and I would look at myself and I would say, I need to fix this. I need to do this. I would compare myself to this person, compare myself to that person that I was looking at on the internet. I don't even know if these bodies were real that I was looking at, but that's just me sharing my truth. And then throughout this journey, I just realized that, you know, I can't go through my life just comparing myself to other people. I have to be the best version of me. And my journey began to honestly become happier and greater when I just started to love me and do everything for me. When I went to the gym, I was going to the gym strictly for me. Not because I wanted to show everybody else that this is what I do. I do this shit on my own. I do this in my bedroom. I do it wherever. So it's not that I needed to show it to anybody else, but for whatever reason, I still felt like I had to prove something to other people. And once I realized that I had nothing to prove and everything to just share, and God was only trying to use me as a vessel, that's when this journey became easier. It became more beautiful. And honestly, this video is just a first step of me stepping into what I have identify as my purpose again, which is to share and inspire. And for the longest, is I've been toggling on my brain. I get so many questions, I get so many DMs, I get emails, everything about, well, what do you do? How do you do this? How do you do that? And for whatever reason, it's like I know all the answers to the questions and I've been so scared. Like, my own personal negative self-talk is what talked me down from just sharing information that honestly is in alignment with my purpose. That's the craziest thing to me. And so I've been praying on it and I've just been talking to God about everything. And I'm just like, God, you know, like, I'm really ready for you to use me. And I realized that me stopping my own self was just allowing the devil to win. And I told myself that I absolutely was not going to live my life like that. So I'm just letting you guys know that I'm just in this space that I'm just ready to share. And I want to encourage anybody who's watching this, you know, to get over whatever hurdle, because it took me back to when I first started my weight loss journey. And when I started this weight loss journey, I had to remember that I didn't know what I was doing. I had Googled a lot of stuff about healthy eating, and I had Googled a lot of stuff about how to live a healthy lifestyle, but you'll get a million different answers, to be honest with you. You can find whatever type of answer you're looking for, you will find it. If you're looking for, can I eat all meat and be healthy, you're going to find a yes. If you're going to find what's the best way to be healthy, you're going to find go vegan. Like, it's up to you on what direction you want to go, but I will be honest with you, when you get in alignment with who you are and you just honestly get attuned to what feels best for you, then you move a lot differently. And that's what happened to me on this journey. Like, I've been on so many different paths on this journey, but it all led me down to the best version of who I am. And every single step evolved me in some type of way. So I started this journey not really knowing anything about healthy eating. I got introduced to a product called Herbalife that I honestly been seeing Herbalife everywhere. Like, little glimpses of it. It's funny how the universe works. Not funny how the universe works, but when you pay attention, you really see that the universe shows you what path you're almost on your way to. So I just kept seeing glimpses of Herbalife, just different places and stuff. And as I kept seeing it, I would ask different people, but nobody really gave me a clear answer. Like, I'm like, well, where do you get it? Like, I asked all the basic questions. Can you get it from GNC? Can you get it from Walmart? Like, what do I have to do to get it? What does it do? Does it really work? I looked up on YouTube. I saw all these people drinking these shakes and they said that they taste good. And I mean, all of that was cool. I'm like, yeah, that's great. Honestly, I just want to lose some weight. I got a friend though, my friend Monique. I saw her just getting like crazy ass results. Like, she was getting these bomb ass results. And I'm like, damn, what is it that she's doing? So we ended up working out together, and she was a really good friend of mine. So I really and truly, I trusted her opinion. I trusted what she was going to tell me. I trusted her guidance. I trusted all of that. So I gave it a try. So I'm like, you know, where can I get it? Started asking her all these questions, and she never pressured me to get the product. So that's what I appreciated also. So I ended up purchasing them, started liking them. As I enjoyed the products or whatever, a friend of hers introduced me to the community of Herbalife, and that's what I thought was really beautiful. Like, just as soon as I walked in, it was nothing but love. Just a bunch of hugs, a bunch of, oh my God, you know, how much weight have you lost? And made you feel really, really good about it. And I realized that that was something that I wanted to be a part of. And that's what got me to the point where I was like, you know what, like, I could do this. And I started sharing it and sharing the products. And I was grateful that people responded to me the way that they did. And I'm like, man, like, oh my God, like, this is crazy. Like, but at the same time, then I felt this obligation to be perfect. Like, I felt like I had to fit in this box. And the more that I tried to fit into the box, the more that I felt like I was completely just outside of the box, not even close to the box, you know? So that's where I got to the point where I started feeling like I had to work out for other people. Like, I had to work out because I had to get a six-pack. I had to get this. I wasn't appreciating my journey. I wasn't appreciating the fact that I was 342 pounds at only 22 years old. So the fact that I had lost the amount of weight that I had added years upon years to my life, but I wasn't appreciating any of that. I didn't care about any of that. Only thing that I cared about was the visual, because I was so busy looking at everybody else and looking at everything else that I could not see that what was most important was me. How was I feeling? What was I doing? And I wasn't appreciating that. I was loving the community because deep down inside, that's who I am. And that's what I was searching for. And I was happy that I was able to give that to other people. But I also still felt like me just being who I was wasn't enough. I had to do more. So physically, I felt like I had to look more of the part. So I wanted to consistently just work out and do this and do that. But it wasn't fun anymore because then it wasn't for me. So I stepped away from it for my own personal reasons, for growth reasons. And I had gained some weight. I had gotten to about 190 pounds. And one time I did get on the scale and it said 199.8. And I knew if I would have drank a cup of water that it would have said 200 pounds. And I just was not going to drink no water at that moment. And I refused to get on the scale for a couple of days until I got my life in order. But I just say all that to say that, like, along the journey, you're going to have setbacks. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm about 161 pounds, and I can say that I'm 161 pounds because I'm 161 pounds consistently. Every day that I, like, step on the scale or something like that, I teeter-totter between that 161 and, like, 163 range. So that's where I am right now, and that's me just introducing Herbalife back into my diet consistently, because I would still take the products here and there. I wouldn't drink the shakes at the time, but I would drink the tea. I would take some tablets here and there, and I still love the way that I felt with it. When I got tired, I would take a total control. If I had a little tea, I would be drinking a little tea. If I went to a friend's house, I would ask a friend for some tea or something along those lines. And then I got back to the community and I realized that, damn, like I missed this. You know what I'm saying? So I decided to step back into it. But I wanted to introduce it in a way that I felt like was the most authentic to me, and the way that it was introduced to me. And it was introduced to me in a friendship manner. You know, my friend introduced this to me. So that's what made me feel obligated, and I feel like God just kind of called me to do this challenge for change, because I felt like the challenge for change was the opportunity for me to be able to introduce Herbalife in the softest way possible, because that's how it was introduced to me. You know, we can work out together. I want to know who you are. I want you to know who I am. I want you to know how I got started. I didn't get started on Herbalife just right away. It was about 6-7 months before I honestly got into doing Herbalife, or I had seen it a lot of places, but I didn't know where to find it. I didn't know where to get it until my friends started posting about it. So I started off just walking, and I started off just also finding communities of people where I could get together with them, and people who kept me uplifted and kept me motivated and kept me wanting to come back. And the more that I wanted to go back to my workouts, and the more that I wanted to go back to those people, it was easier for me to go to the workouts. I knew the workouts weren't going to be easy when I got there. I knew that already, and I was cool with that. But my biggest thing was that I wanted to be there. I needed to show up, because that was what was most important. I needed to show up, and I needed to do the work. And so I just want to remind you, just along this journey throughout your day or wherever you are in life, like no matter what, just show up and do your best wherever you are. And as long as you continue to do that, I promise you that you will get to your destination. You know, my journey has had really different paths. You know, I've lost weight, I've gained some weight. You know, when I told you I got to the 190 pounds, I was about 199 pounds, dropped that weight down to the 161 that I am right now, and now I'm stepping back into Herbalife at 161 pounds. You know, so I'm super excited to see what the products, like what I'm gonna do once I introduce the products, and I like have a different outlook on this lifestyle. Now that I feel like I have grasped the lifestyle, I'm like, oh hell yeah, I'm about to rock these goddamn results, because I checked my body fat. I'm at 27% body fat, so I'm like, all right, cool. So I want to be at about 20% body fat, so that's what my next goal is. So 20% body fat, so we'll see where this process goes. So I hope that, I feel like that sounded so crazy. We'll see where this process goes, you know. So I just want you to continue to just watch this journey with me. I want to thank you if you are watching this video. I want to thank you if you have been along this journey with me, if you have been watching what I have been doing, if you have been, you know, encouraging me to share, because honestly, that has been one of the toughest things for me. Like, it's so hard, because I always have so much negative self-talk in my own head of me telling me, oh, nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear what you have to say. Nobody cares. Everybody's saying the same thing. Like, nobody wants to hear that. And I tell myself that so much, but I try to fight past it so much. So this is like my first step doing it. So thank you if you are watching this video. I really want to encourage you to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about it. If you have any questions, ask me. Feel free to join the challenge as well. If you're not following me on Instagram, you can follow me at Ramie, RAMIE _ is gorgeous at, what am I talking about? I was about to say at gmail.com. I need to get myself in order. Okay. You can follow me on Instagram at Ramie, RAMIE _ is gorgeous. Okay. That's my Instagram. If you want to join the challenge, you can email me at ramie.isgorgeous@gmail.com, and I will put that in the description box down below. I'm still new with this whole thing, so you gotta, you know, bear with me. But I love you all. Have a wonderful day, and you know, hey, morning motivation. Have a great one. Don't forget to show up, okay? Show up and do your best no matter what. Always show up. I'll talk to you later. Bye.